All right, so the Beatles, Now and Then, it's finally out. It's been out for, I don't know, 20 minutes now. So this may be the first reaction posted on YouTube to this song. Who knows? Anyway, I kind of suspected it might be a little bit of a letdown, a disappointment, and I do feel that way. I don't know what they could have done with the song. It was a really unusual song with a very non-traditional structure, and I thought, well, maybe they'll find a way to kind of tie these parts together or use, the best of what Lennon had in his demo. They kind of just cut out the entire chorus, pretty much entirely. And or at least it was a B section. It's hard to say what's the chorus and what's a bridge or whatever, because this was just, of course, a work in progress, a demo that Lennon was working on that never got to finish, never got to really do much editing, fleshing out anything like that, and we just had to work with what was there. So Lennon's voice sounds, I think pretty good, when you know what the original source material is, and there's a giant electrical buzz on it, and it's a warbly cassette tape. It doesn't sound very thick. It doesn't sound, double tracked like we would have a normal Lennon video. You hear Paul kind of underneath him propping him up, but Paul is not, really prominent in the vocal track, and he doesn't, I don't think, sing his own part or his own line like an answer or whatever, like they would have done in Free as a Bird. Anyway, so I'm just going to talk from a musical perspective of what they included, what they left on the cutting room floor, what it used to be, what it is now, all that stuff, and save the reviews for the legitimate, musical reviewers out there. Like I said, my initial reaction, it's all right. The strings, are just kind of there supporting, the chord structure. They're not jumping out or doing anything interesting. This, great, tribute to George slide guitar solo. It's just kind of in there. Again, not any kind of melody that jumps out at you or really grabs you. But I don't know. I'll have to listen to it a few more times. But on the whole, it's out. It's great. It's the Beatles. Come on, they're all 80 years old. Let's just be happy we got anything. Okay, so what happened in the song? What's changed from the demo? A lot of stuff, actually. So Lennon's demo was A minor, and then E minor. Maybe E minor with that added D there. Which is a more interesting progression, and I heard this yesterday that they had gone to A minor and then just G. Of course, G is related to E minor, the relative major, but still, it's just doesn't grab you, doesn't really move you as much. So in Now and Then, the current Beatles song that's been out now for 23 minutes or whatever, the verse is A minor, G, A minor, going back and forth, and now and then, if we must start again, whatever the lyrics are. I don't know the exact lyrics and how the lyrics have changed. They've been altered slightly. Again, I don't know if it's for the better, but I don't have the lyrics in front of me. We're just going to talk about the structure of the song, the chords, what you hear in the song in the finished version versus the demo, which, many of us have known for 30 years now. So they switch from that A minor, E minor to A minor, G, and they still have the part A minor, and we will know F for sure that I, E7, love you, back to A minor. So that's your verse, basically. A minor to G, A minor to G, A minor, F, E7, and A minor. Same thing in the verse, so the verse didn't really change much. There was a transition between the verse and the I'll call it the B section that Lennon had in there, and was kind of unusual, maybe unfinished. Lennon's version has this kind of meandering, unusual, call it the B section again, where it goes to F sharp minor, and it's I don't want to lose you, oh no, no, and it's an E with the added F sharp there. So what is that, a E add 9, E add 2, whatever it is. F sharp minor, abuse you or confuse you. Here, the E there. Then it goes up to G sharp minor. If you have to go, and then away to D, to the tritone. And then if you have to go way up there, E, and he does this nice transition. Will you be going that way? It's a C to a B7. Well, you can forget about all that stuff. None of it is in the final song. It's an interesting, like I said, unusual, unlikely set of chords that he threw together there. It kind of works with the melody he had in there, so you can forget about that whole thing. It's all gone. So they go right from the chorus, the A minor and the G. Love you are on A minor, and then we just go to G, which is the third part. Maybe you could call that the chorus in Lennon's demo, which is now and then on a G. I miss you, B minor, and then E minor. Now and then a tag of A minor. Want you to return to me. They changed the lyrics slightly in here. This is where you hear Paul propping up John's vocals. Will you return to me? So that A minor to D tag, and then back to another verse. So that's the chorus of the new Beatles Now and Then, which again was like a C section. Maybe it was the chorus of Lennon's demo. In any case, they've cut out this whole middle part, which is sad because it's a really, like I said, it's an interesting part, and I really wanted to see how they were going to incorporate it. Anyway, they didn't. They just threw it away. So once again, you get your chorus, which is G, B minor. This didn't change from the demo. E minor and A minor. Repeated twice to D. A minor to D. And then they have a new instrumental section, which I think it fits as well as what Lennon had in there. I don't know why they would throw in other chords that, are just as unrelated to the key as what Lennon had in there. So their part goes A minor to D. It goes to D minor. And then C. D minor. C. E minor, A minor, and that goes to D, D minor to G. Not sure if I played those the right amount of time, but anyway, it goes from D minor to C twice, E minor, A minor, D major, and then it goes to D minor, and then a G, and then of course we go back to another verse, and then back to your A minor, G, the F, the E7, A minor. There's a little tag at the end, A minor, G, E7. I think it goes back to A minor. I don't have the exact number of times that these are played, so pardon me for not specifically writing down if it's 2 times or 4 times or whatever, but at least you'll know the chords, and when you hear them going by, you'll know what they are. So it's an A minor, G thing, E7, however many times they played it, and then they speed it up at the end. They do a A minor, G, F, E7, A minor. All right, so that's basically what you got in the new Beatles version of Now and Then. Once again, there were lots of interesting things in Lennon's demo that we just don't have in here, and they just kind of chopped them right out and went to the poppier elements of the song, and then threw in this kind of random bridge that I don't know what it's really adding to the song or where it's really taking it, and no lyrics, vocals, any kind of new lines or anything like that in there, just different chords unrelated to the key of A minor, which the song should be in. But that's what we got. I'm going to listen to it a few more times and see if it grows on me, see if anything else dawns on me. But those are my initial impressions of the song that, yes, it's more or less Now and Then that we got from the, Lennon demos so many years ago, going back 30 years. And, they put it together in some coherent form. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's, got to be, what we live with and what we know to be the last Beatles release ever. And, Paul said he was going to do it for 20 years, 30 years. And he did it. So this is what we got. All right. Until next time.